Welcome back to the Flow Friday Sports Show on Flow FM as we get into our South Australian netball coverage, and we start off over on the Western Eyre Peninsula with the Western Eyre Netball Association. Courtney Trowbridge is on the line with me to give us a recap of a very good qualifying final on the weekend. How's it going, Courtney?
Yeah, good, thanks, Dan. How are you?
Going well, thank you. We've talked about Westies being unstoppable all year, and they still haven't lost a game. They beat the Hawks 46-43, but it was a bit of a scare for them, and certainly will give the Hawks a bit of belief going forward, even though they're going to have to do it the hard way now.
Yeah, really close game and a really exciting match for all the spectators watching on. It was a really big crowd down at Blues, lots of noise and really good atmosphere. Hawks were missing Kobe Freeman and Tess Matthews, which saw their lineup shuffle a little bit. Summer Brad switched into centre. They did have Rochelle Wheaton and Alana Cotton back for them, which were huge ins for the Hawks. The first quarter saw Westies take a one-goal lead, and then they were able to push it out to 4 at halftime, and Hawks just able to hang in there, kept fighting away, got it back to 2 at three-quarter time and really set up for a really exciting last quarter. And yeah, Westies just able to hold on and capitalise a little bit more and win by 3 goals. Durrani Hofrichter, she was really solid in that goal shooter for Westies, provided a strong target for them through the whole game. For Hawks at goal attack, Shannon Johnson, she was fantastic, shot really well, had great intensity through the match, and set some really great attacking plays up for Hawks. Defensively, Rochelle Wheaton in that wing defence, she made it really hard for the Westies attack line, and some of those long drives that they normally get really easily, Rochelle was able to shut them down, so they had to think a little bit differently up forward. And for Westies at the back, Harriet Appleby and goalkeeper, she was really good in taking lots of intercepts. And the matchup I spoke about last week of Chloe Ettridge in at goal attack for Westies and Alana Cotton at goal defence for Hawks was a really good one. Both of these players were awarded best on court for the day. Westies will be really happy going through, still undefeated. But yeah, Hawks missing a couple and only down by 3, they'll definitely have some confidence going into this week and hopefully getting through to that next game as well.
Well, they've played 4 times now this year, the Hawks and Westies, in margins of 13, 6, 3 and 3. So they've gotten a little bit closer each time, and going down by just 3 without their full team, I reckon they'll certainly be confident if they do get through to play them again. But they've got to win this weekend first. They're playing against Wirrallah, who obviously won last weekend against Thevenard to get through and extend their season by 1 week. And they've played 3 times this year, the Hawks and Wirrallah. Hawks won all 3, all by single digits, margins of 1, 9 and 7. So we should be on for a very good game tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it will be a good match. I know, Wirrallah, they had that really big win against Sevi in the first semi, and they'll be carrying some confidence from that, but maybe didn't get the match-ups intensity that Hawks have been having, playing in that second semi, playing that really high-intensity physical match. That will set them up for this week, keeping that momentum going, even though they had a loss that was close and they played a really good game. So I just think maybe their match fitness will be a little bit better than Wirrallah's. I'm unsure how Wirrallah will line up. They were missing both Bella Heron and Sarah Evans in that first semi, and I think they might still both be out, which will see the same lineup from the first semi. So Neve Tomney in that goal shooter and Stacey Lee in that goalkeeper. If Bella Heron is to play, Stacey will probably go back down into that goal shooter role. Hawks will have their full team back, so Kobe Freeman will come back and run through the centre, which will push Summer Braz back into that wing defence. Not sure whether Summer or Rochelle Wheaton will take that bid. They've both been playing really, really well in wing defence. I think the focus for Hawks will be to shut down Emma Willis. She was the main goalie in that last game that Wirrallah played. Even playing at goal attack, she's such a big target. She just controls that whole attacking line, so their focus will be on shutting her down, but they'll have Alana Cotton on her, and she's very experienced and would have matched up against Emma a lot. So, that will be a really good matchup to watch. I think Hawks will just have too much strength across the court. They're a bit more polished with their 7. It'll be a really close game. I cannot see Hawks losing this one. I think they'll go through to the grand final.
All right, the tip's in for the Hawks. They're in very good form, and with their full team back, they'll be really confident going into this prelim final against Wirrallah. Rematch of last year's grand final as well, but of course with the Tigers already through, it will be a different grand final this year. Courtney, it's also the association presentation night coming up. Is that this weekend?
Yeah, we have the Senior Association presentation night for both football and netball. That's at the Ceduna Foreshore Hotel, kicking off from 6 o'clock. We'll award best and fairest and runner-up for each grade, and there'll also be an A-grade Team of the Year announced, which has been peer voted this year. So, yeah, I'll be excited to report on that next week.
All right, looking forward to that next week. Before we do wrap up, though, Courtney, who are our other finalists for this weekend as we get into the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, so the other matches in the prelim at Sevi this weekend at 10 a.m. in the Junior C, we have Sevenard versus Kniba. In Junior A, we have West Coast Hawks taking on Ceduna Blues Blue. At 11:30 in Junior B, we have Western United taking on Kniba. At 1:15, the A grade, of course, and then the C grade, Sevenard versus Ceduna Blues. And at 2:45 in the B grade, we have Sevenard versus Kniba, and D grade, West Coast Hawks versus Ceduna Blues Blue.
All right, lots of good games on for this weekend in the Western Air Netball Association. Good luck to everyone taking the court. Looking forward to seeing who all the winners are, and we'll have a good preview of Grand Final Day next week. Thanks very much, Courtney. Enjoy the action this weekend. We'll chat to you next Friday.
Thanks, Dan.